And now, we will now do the national anthem, but you needn't rise. And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, traveled each and every highway, more, more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I guess you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. And with it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up, then spit it out. I grew tall through it all and did it my way. I laughed and cried.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks and praise to the mystic laws of the universe and its protective functions and forces in nature that guide our thoughts and our paths in all ways that are lawful, correct, and positive. We do give thanks and praise. Yeah, this is Sir Frank Sinatra. Yeah, man. Foreign man. And yesterday, I share a video with Barbara Streisand, another foreign woman. And Babylon instantly blocked me. So I know them are going to instantly block me again right here. However, me just remove it after, you know. So again, I gotta start from the top. Yeah, man. I'm like that show, yeah, you know. And irrespective of who I bring the message, who are the entertainer, yeah, it don't make a difference to me. You get me? But you see the message in this song, I hit my love. Most people are programmed and can't make their own stand. You understand? So them now can make that kind of statement that said I do it my way or that do it their way. Them have to do it Babylon way. Because them are colonized slave. Again, pull up the selector. We are dealing with Sir Frank Sinatra. Yeah. Live at the Madison Square Garden, New York.
We will now do the national anthem, but you needn't rise. And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, traveled each and every highway, more, more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and the more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I guess you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew, and with it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up, then spit it out. I grew tall through it all, and did it my way. Laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, but now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. No, no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the thing he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blow and did it my way.
Boy, me I tell you.
We will now do the national anthem, but you needn't rise. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll make it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, traveled each and every highway, more, more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way.
Wow, sure, sure, sure to farm, sure to farm, 10 minutes in, so them can cut out the part there. We are do our own thing same way. And just try share the information for our Wakans out there. And in general, for our West Indian people who exist within the Western Territory, now known as the Commonwealth region. Now it's a clarity, public, private, and Admiralty law. Again, will I deal with law when I have an issue? I bring our own point of view. However, it only makes sense for people, just apply themselves for themselves to get the clarity. Yeah. And never make an effort to share the basic information that one can choose to read, one can choose to go their own due diligent research. This is where I mind emphasize. Apply yourself for yourself. We live in a time now where we can't trust not even our own, literally. We're not going to be able to trust not even our very own. This is why the ancients then would express test the spirit. Yeah, man. Test the spirit, man. But watch the imagery. Yeah, man. So we can't trust ones and ones out there. And we can't even trust our own. We have to just work with the ones that will validate themselves to it. And keep our circle small. The links can be wide, huge. Yeah, the linkage will always be like that. But your circle have to be very small and tight. Yeah, man. And why I say the links can be big then, it's just like if he is a man where he's an athlete. Once he's an athlete, then, say, especially football or anything where you have a whole heap of different ones to deal with. You have all of these ones to deal with, but you're not going to really be intimate with everyone. So your links are going big out there, but your circle are going really small. Salute Joel Jaguar, Anna King. Where you said live was out, well, them a shoot at me hard in a bedroom. Yeah, man, but, probably, me, you probably not to know them rules and things. Yeah, so I would do my thing, and if I catch up on the rules, I said, oh, that song there, I get blocked and thing, I can move it. But hopefully it a shoot right now. It just come up. Interested, my lord. Interesting. Yeah, I guess when I replay, we can edit the video and, carry it to whichever way I get the information clearly without the interruption. But yeah, we have said trust is a rotted thing where it have to just develop. You can't just see a one and trust them, You have to test the ones them, get to know the ones them, and then the ones them prove themselves to be trustworthy. And as painstaking as these things are, I think are the best approach for we as a people. True, we are black people, we have all different kind of black people we look like, we come tell we all kind of nonsense and sweet talk we put with the sleep, lullaby or ass. Yeah, man. And then instead of foreign invaders come right in and take, you know, all kind of disadvantage of the people that want to know themselves. So you have to apply yourself. If you don't know, you have to go link the ones that want to know and try work with them ones. Why am I say it that way? Because colonization is extant. Even when we talk about slavery, people are totally unaware that they are in fact enslaved. And their enslavery is a sophisticated form called colonization. How do we prove it? Look at the legal standards, the colonial statutory legal standards being enforced here. This is how you have to prove it's colonization. And when you look at the origin of the instrument, the origin of these legal codes, that's what it is. It had come from a foreign location and it was imposed to restrict the very colonists who have colonized the people. And this is why we can prove it. How? Looking at any constitution, they will have to adopt what is known as the Bill of Rights. On Jamaica here is Chapter 3, Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom. We have to keep repeating this kind of information for our people, attention span, is minuscule only because of the imposed distraction being perpetrated by the foreign political system out there. So again, with the clarity, we are look upon public, private, and Admiralty law. Again, have a look upon private law. Private law is that law which come into being when people enter into agreements, contract. Agreement is synonymous with contract, but two different words, so they might have different, definition. Creating the rules and terms by which they agree to be bound together. Now, private law, again, is that law which comes into being when people enter into agreements, creating the rules and terms by which they agree to be bound. So I want to understand that, people. It's a private law, yesterday we touched upon, the organic creators law and break down that area there. So today we are look on the private law, the public law, and probably the Admiralty law if we get a chance. Now we are said private law again, you have to keep on listen. Just forgive me when we have to be repetitious. This is our place, emphasis on where we are present. And where we are present is easily verifiable if you choose to just do the basic, search, any one of these legal lexions and, deduce for yourselves, people. So we're not there try to say we're brighter than anybody else. Far removed from that. All we are doing is present the information from our perspective, but the very same information that is readily available to absolutely anyone out there in the public domain. Now, private law is that law which comes into being when people enter into agreements, creating the rules and terms by which they agree to be bound together. Be bound together mean, what do you think that means? Another term would be legally binding. You understand? Meaning you're obligated now. It goes on to say state and federal constitutions are example of private law. Yeah, didn't hear that? Because we, here on the island, people talk about constitution, 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 and then not getting a specifics. You know what I mean? So, because we, again, we are the one them, we would have said we dunce. So we just learn. We are neophyte, we are newbie, we are the beginner, we just learn. And as such, there are them out there to excuse us. You understand? Again, we not have to excuse us because we have some people like for come at with, especially the FBA group of people, and some of them like a cross-dressing sissy type of people. Me have to literally kind of block one from a group from a YouTube thing. Probably the first person that never try dash away from the YouTube like that. For me, I go back and forth with those kind of, low IQ people. It's going to be distracting. I'm going to recognize it as such. So the moment I want to have no interest in where I man present or where this platform I present, they are them can excuse themselves. They are them not even utter, not comment. Why? Because you not qualify. But the moment you think you qualify, then you can appreciate this level of information. And again, once you go come and attack the information of the presenter, you are enslaved, you are colonized, and you are unqualified, you know, qualified. You understand? For make no kind of presentment, statement, or expression over here. And once me identify the ones them as such, I'm not gonna waste no time for extricate from where we are dealing with. That's black and keep it moving. So when I'm not interested, it's not for you, so just keep it moving, for waste the energy here. Now again, them say the Constitution are examples of private law. This is why I'm telling us that there is Babylonian have them own thing I do out there. Now they come under the heading of contract law. So private law come under the heading of contract law because they are contracts that establish governments and are designed to protect the people from said government. I wonder if my people might get that clarity there. I may have to go slow and easy. I remember, how we are the dons. And if we don't choose to apply ourselves for ourselves, we are going to remain dons. Yeah, man. I must say this. I realize when I share and feature certain artists, especially the local ones in here upon the island, Babylon, literally step to the artist them. And me experience it that with my brethren, G. When me highlight my brethren, G music, them and thing, warriors, people out there, I literally, I digress for a little bit because my own thing and I can't do anything. I literally depend on the location and thing, and Babylon just roll through. Yeah, man. And I one place Babylon I look on the right and I'm a brethren location. And I said, John, no, I have to just stand up and step out. So irrespective of how them feel, I think, them I look for me, because I'm dead. And me even have to say to the warrior, I say, boy, warrior. Probably true, yeah, I get them kind of knowledge and thing, you can come under a lot of scrutiny. So I'm glad when you're one of them warrior they were choose to live up full. Yeah, man. And I saw the same thing occur with others out there. The last incident for me say when I highlight dance man music, you know, and I next day I see them and them take off the bridge off of the road for whatever them probably presuming involved in it, you know. And true, I kind of aware of them kind of scrutiny that I'm not bother to link ones and ones like that. I like the ones when I really about it like that, you know. Yeah, so me play the music, them through the music or public thing. And I have to know the entertainer them per se. But I realize Babylon will scrutinize one such as us only because we're outside of them authority. And for the common Babylonians, public servant, our actions and activities way above their pay grade, literally. And them know that. Them know them not have the authorization to interact with it. Yeah, them only can interact with the subject citizens or the slaves or the political slaves. You have to be specific. As them would say, brethren I talk about, you have the federal citizen and you have the state citizen and you have to know the difference. So I said, dumbass, both of them are the same thing. You understand? Both of them is within that foreign construct called a country. You understand? We now as West Indian is outside, separate and distinct. Apart from that, why? We say we are what? Sovereign American national. And we alone can be that. This is our land. This is our home. All these other foreign people came here and saw us, including them so-called Christopher Columbus. So then clarity, and then distinction, yeah. And it won't be a issue for a lot of evil people who look like we will structure themselves according to the colonizers. So when them say we present our information this way, organic, grassroots, authentic, then them will have issues. Because Babylon can't stop it. It's just our people were comfortable within the slavery, the bourgeois type. We get special privileges to suppress and oppress others. Those are the ones who will find issue with this platform. And usually are the effeminate man them, some guy where they might look masculine, but that's where it starts. Just the imagery, masculine imagery. Everything else is, twisted. So these kind of people will always have issue with truth. These kind of people will always have issue with light. Yeah, man. Them kind of people make you so the earth so chaotic. God, them worship imagery. Them worship them colonial degree. Them worship them big bank account where the colonial masters issue to them. Them worship them big fancy luxurious homes. We have our 15 rooms and them only can sleep in a one. These are the type and them look out on the rest of people what them would have called peasants. Yeah, man. And allow the peasants to remain a peasants because them a share accurate information that can bring these people out of them state of condition, them not do it. And them cannot do it. Them can't do it. This is why I encourage the people say if you not apply yourself for yourself, then your goals are cool. You understand? And no one man or not one small group now can do everything for everybody. That's an impossibility. So it's like me would I share with Jaguar, and Jaguar now share with the next one, and the next one share with the next one, and I say move on. Each one teach the other. But we don't have the loyalty we can make that necessary. I want to come for just what them want and disappear until them want something again. And Babylon no work that way. Babylon carrying in them school and indoctrinate them continually until you say, boy, here is a degree. Now go out in the world and operate for us, which is the foreign entities. The moment you start thinking outside of the box, everybody look at you like, hey, what go on there, so crazy. And if you're weak, you're gonna stay silent and go in a corner and you know, out your own light. That's how if you're weak. But when you have a fire where you burn perpetually in a year where you don't ever care zero, nothing but the truth where you have to, you know, express. That's all you really have focus on. Oh, forgive me, Saul. I can't really discuss that with you right now. Because there's somewhere else. You have to go do your own research because I do it already. So we can't back and forth. That's brother. We're upon the issue where I don't know matters. We can't talk too much about yesterday. You know what I mean? Like how we're going now. For some reason, people can't see the change will occur right in front of them. Well, with the distraction, how can they? And their level of so-called education, how can they? And the lack of the information when necessary, how can they see? I remember right here on the island where the politician, PNP politician, what name? I don't remember that name. But the brethren did come out one day and I said, you people that are in Jamaican people, in tell us, boy, you have the right to self-identification and you have the right to self-determination. I'm not sure if he did understand where I tell the people. And the people was just screaming and making a lot of noise at me. I said, these people clueless aware this money I said to them. And I am on a living testament where I express just them kind of natural, inherent right that we have, which is absolute. Every man have an absolute inherent right to self-identify. You can identify as whomever you choose to. You don't make no corporate construct, artificial entity, political agency known as government. I will identify you and you accept it. It can only identify you as a person. As a male, it can never address you as a man. Impossible. Check no man. So them thing you have to know, nobody now go tell you. You can't go in on another school and learn these things. This is why them tell us law, respect authority. But them not tell us you have private law, you have public law, you have commercial law, you have Admiralty law, you have statutory law, you have all different kind of law. So when them open them mouth and talk about law, you need to ask them, be specific. Certain laws apply to certain specific group of people. And if you don't know the distinction, then you're lost out there, drifting, my people. This is why me I said, it's not easy for trust, and you can't just trust people. I'm now asking, no, no, for trust me. Me I show you what me I do. And when me I do, I'm look left, right, all over the place. I don't see nobody I do what me I do. I see others I do a whole bunch of things. I don't like I'm the first. I can't be the last. I don't like what me I do is new. It's only the approach. Because we have to use the very same rules, the very same statutory legal standards. Alternatively use as rules or regulations. We have to use those things as reference. This is why I not have no issue when a guy say want challenge whatever information. Because all me gonna do is present the records, whether it's a congressional records, whether it's a statutory instrument like the Jamaica 1962 Order in Council. That's what I'm gonna use. Oh, not gonna rebut them kind of truth. The problem with some of our people, because they are institutionalized, meaning them come out of the university, so them perspective kind of limited. No, not them. A lot of people brilliant, but according to the subject matter, you know what I mean? And where we are dealing with here, so we can express the identity limited. Now, if a medical doctor come in front of me, I can't speak. But bring an attorney in front of me and I put that attorney to sleep. But the attorney can't speak. The attorney now has standing to speak. And if you bring a one where so them a judge, then they must verify that. And how am I going to verify that? They must demonstrate that his knowledge base is above mine. And him now can do that with the colonial accreditation by just speaking. You understand? All I'm going to ask him is, do you have an oath of allegiance? You know what I mean? And if them truthful, them have to say yes. And that solve and settle and resolve that issue. Why? Because the moment them read them oath of allegiance, then they're gonna get the information clear. That they are the public servant. They are subject to you, the people. You, the man and woman. But if you don't know it, then they're gonna reverse that rule. Them not want to be the public trustee only. Them not mind to administrate your business, but them want to be the beneficiary also. So them want to administrate you like how them would administrate the juristic entity when it comes on to the notice of recognizance. But them want also be the beneficiary, so them a profit. And that because of our lack of knowledge. So too much distraction out there. It's like over there, so now and this person jump into the chat and I talk about Jamaica actually doesn't have the first postal office. And I guarantee that person, whoever it is, you know what I mean, just is just a distraction. And I like you want to know nothing, because all you have to do is look at your own basic research. So situation like these, we're going to start dismissing them. Yeah. Anyway, again, we now move from the private law, because me as a private law, contract law, you know what I mean? And state and federal constitution are examples of said private contract law. You understand? And again, the contract law is what them use as contracts that establish governments and are designed for these private laws. These contract laws are designed to protect the people from the government. The people would be the individual living man and woman, and the government would be that agency, entity, fictional, an office. And then also said to keep the government under control. The people were very precise in the language they used to make it perfectly clear exactly what powers were being delegated, and that any powers not specifically delegated were reserved by the people to the states or the people. So that in this case, I'm going to talk about the federal level and the state level. You understand? Now, in our life, the people are sovereign. You understand? The people are the sovereign, are the state government, and the state government, them are said, are the sovereign of the federal government. Thus, the people, either directly or indirectly, are sovereign over both the state government and the federal government. When I understand that, so you, the people, truly have the authority. It's all about you, the people. But the moment you have them degrade you to a person, to a citizen, but them are presumed by some antecedent contract that you pledge your allegiance to their agency or their organization or their political system, period. That's what it is. So if you delegate anything, then you're supposed to can just withdraw, cancel, or take it back. And then say delegate a person sent or authorized to represent others. What me tell you now about establishing your own house. When you have your own house established, such as I, or what we are dealing with over here, so, then the House of Representative, you don't have nothing to do with that, and them not have nothing to do with you. Because you represent yourself. You establish your own house. Remember, them have House of Common, House of Lords, House of Representative, House of Delegates. So how you don't have a house? That's because you're colonized and enslaved and take it from you. And you're totally unaware of these things. How are you going to know these things? And then I teach these things in a school. Period. How are you going to know these things? You can't know these things. Oh man, so yeah, distraction, so yeah, we can look into that later. Yeah, and next time we can look into it. Where said the US had a post office in 1639. Jamaica got its in 1671. Now, that's expressed to which part in the US the 1639 post office did they present them, shot them information that to me, man. And we can discuss it and we just build a video about it. And you can participate. Yeah, 'cause it is interesting. But right now that's not relevant. Why it's not relevant? Because anyway you're there, you probably have driver's license. You probably have a work where you have to go and them a tax your work. You probably own your house and I pay mortgage and them a kill you with tax. You probably have your children out there with credit card and them a kill you with bills and all kind of things. So a whole heap of other things are going were more important. And me say when you free yourself, all of them things disappear. When you remove yourself from the corporate construct, everything fall right on that legal entity where it's supposed to be. But Babylon want you follow for them routine and come through some whole bunch of rigmarole to validate them kind of claim. And I'm gonna say a simple thing. I'm gonna say rebut the claim where I am make. I don't know what kind of claim Una make. I know so Una make a claim. More than Una say we are slave. And I'm gonna say we are not. Una say una have authority, and I'm gonna say no such thing. I'm gonna say prove it. Yeah, man. Boy, so they really take me away from what me I deal with, you know. And then you got talk about Boston, Massachusetts, where so you know my location that you can way around there, so you think you're easy, but watch me now, man. We're gonna talk about the post office later, yeah. All right. It's a Boston, Massachusetts is where a location what them call FIDI commissary exists. And the FIDI commissary is really the Massachusetts Business Trust housing. That's what them house those things. And the FIDI commissary, you can look it up as Fidelity. You understand? I can't talk this way because me under no contract. You understand? So when you look up Fidelity, you're going to see, say, all right, there's in Boston, Massachusetts. That's why I hear me deal with Nantucket and the local location there. You're going to find so the very same Massachusetts business trust is where your birth certificate, if you're upon Jamaica Island, are up there side key. And anywhere there in the mainland America, are up there side key. And that's how them do that business. You understand? So if you so the post office was established in 1639, but now I dispute that. I don't want to look for the documentation. Because just like how you go find Jamaica one at 1671, you go hear the United States has said then get independence in 1766 and then have them postal location somewhere in 1700. So, we now go back and forth here or there. So I hope, we can get some information, you have the documentation. You can shot your email or you can make a video and you can look on it and yeah, we don't share the information out there. We're not it's not competition. I don't know it all. I just know it's a freedom me I deal with. When I there upon the nonsense for most others there upon. I don't want to be some comfortable slave and so on full of knowledge when I'm not enslaved. Ask Usain Bolt on this island of Jamaica how that feel. What him are the fastest man of the world and work hard for money. Only if he invest it so called. Because somebody that have to advise him to put him money there. Let's ask him how it feel as a slave, as a glorified slave, where any one of the colonists can just thief anything where you create. But them can't create in a no amount of lifetime where them can ever generate. But them thief you and embarrass you publicly in front of the world. And no FBI agent from foreign, no CIA agent from foreign, no alphabetic agent from nowhere come and aid. And it has been 2 years. So what I say, how one can say the public slave? One thing, Vice Cartel is not a big public slave. You think none of all of y'all, all of them, how now if you run around and distract the people and the masses until you not have no more use like you saying, can't run no more. So them just take one thing. And everybody ever end up the same way. All the entertainers have some kind of clause within them contract where I gonna make them lose anything later. You understand? Who do you think split up America? That Virgin are not easy. Why you ask Mr. Virgin? Virgin, create a platform now. Because I really don't want to block you. Create a platform, Virgin. Create a platform. Because I don't know which part of America split up or what you mean when I say split up. I want to engage you and entertain you, but that's not easy. And organize yourself and present some, Oh, all right, hold on. Hold on, I'll do this. I'll do this. This way, if you need to express yourself, I give the expression. I not tear you up, I not disrespect, I not none of that. I just make you present where you present, and yeah, we just have a discussion. So the invite. So the invite, that's all. Stop waste time. If you're not coming at the invite, just go easy, and we can. When you hear me talk about them kind of topic, that we can go in. A clown, you're a distraction, and you turn me off, come here, invite, and you continue like a sodomite, and that is like a turn off to me. Yeah, man, literally it's like a turn off. So you are a distraction. You're a waste of time. And the people like AUTONOMY talk about. You understand? And you probably is what I'm calling a nigger. You're probably a nigger. And I don't like that. How we're going to improve. Yeah, come on and talk. And I say, okay, here it is. So the invite you. All you have to do is come on and take the floor and express yourself and push. I'm going to tell them I'm not going to be rude, disrespectful, or nothing like that. Because if I invite you, if you're not rude and disrespectful, and if you're going to be rude and disrespectful, I'm going to just take you off fight. I'm going to come to him, so we're still the public. You understand? Some would not, disrespect you, or, you know what I mean? Put you out like that. But I make you express yourself, demonstrate your knowledge. And if we can rebut what you bring forward or improve on what you bring forward, then we build. But when you have a little, you act a soft and thing, then with that them thing that turn you on. You know what I mean? Them thing that turn you on. Yeah, man. So people, again, we are talking about the private law and we are so the people are sovereign of both state and federal government. On the island, them love say, what them say? Local. Let me say state, them say local government and federal government, I think them use. But them have them different terminologies, but it's one and the same. All of them are agency. All of them are colonial agency. So that is what we call the private law. So the constitution are really private law out them my people. And are the very contracts. The private law associated with contract law, and the contract are what they use to establish the government. And these contracts are designed to protect the people from the government. This is why I keep placing emphasis on the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom. It's so clear, and I don't know why people are talking other bullshit when that's what the document said. Yeah, man. And it only amended. It amended 2011. Before 2011, it's there. It's always been there. It has to be there. Them can't create a corporation without adapting what you call fundamental rights and freedom. Because it come from, as I said, the laws of Burgos. That come from before them create them construct over here, my people. That's why I can tell us that the Western Hemisphere was guaranteed a Bill of Rights. You understand? And that Bill of Rights are not for the colonists. Just check it. If the laws of Burgos come down for restrict the colonists, then all in all for do I read again. Just read it from a legal perspective, not just ordinary my people. Because the very Charter of Fundamental Rights, I tell you, say, them thing here is binding upon all of the public servant. That's why my talks are confident. That's why it's easy for me to challenge any police officer, anyone, in any jurisdiction, whether foreign or abroad, in any jurisdiction. Why? Because they must have an oath of allegiance to said constitutional laws and to serve the people who are the sovereign. But only the people can be the sovereign. Only the man and woman who is cognizant of such can be the sovereign. The male and the female cannot be. But that's the legal entity. This is the clarity. Judgment, judgment, I like that moniker there. What I want warrior say? Yellow, alright. As Aboriginal, we ask if Cristobal Colon did exist. Was he a discoverer, an invader, or a trespasser? Why, my lord? I like that. Because you probably asked a question there because you probably just come across the platform. But I like how you put it, Cristobal Colon. Yeah, and we know him as such, Cristobal Colon of the night of Columbus. Yeah, man. And if him did last, him can say him discover this place. But we know say the boy them are invader through we did there. We know say even to this day them are trespasser, even to this very day. And the police where you see out there, the soldier where you see out there, the government agent where you see out there represent the foreign invader. So when a police come to you without contract, meaning you agree for in a contract with him, then he might trespass against you. You understand? But yes, my lord, salute. The first, I saw the aircraft on that side, and gratitude for the higher pass through. And we have a whole heap of information we push. So before they even start pressure eye with the question, they are them just looking at the platform and they are them going to have all of them answers there, brother. Truly. Yeah, man. You're going to get all of the answer. All kind of answer. So, you know, yeah, I can answer you and say, yeah, them are trespasser. Yeah, them are invader. Yeah, them are colonizer. Yeah, them are enslaver. Yeah, them are Babylonian foreign oppressor. Yeah, them come from the eastern territory. We exist in the western territory. And then you have some of them come from the northern region. The boy them will bring the problem in the earth of some different kind of species of people will come out of the northern region of the earth and then come down over there on the eastern side and spoil up them people. And that's why you have a thing called the Moorish Empire when they must say black people rule all of these places. You understand? And the very same black people where they rule through them like the white flesh by the Miscegenation, the very same half-breed, mixed breed, hybrid manifest themselves and say them want to rule. But all of them people, they are puppet for a more intelligent species of people. We are direct all of those activities from that time until now. But how much people view it that way? How much people comprehend it on that level? Not a lot. This is why I'm going to waste time with the distractors. I stand up here, sir, and I express myself as being free, where none of these people will want to come make any kind of statement has done or can do. If them do it, would I can see, I would have published it. You can't say you're free in our closet. You know what I mean? Salute, salute, my king. Memoirs of the Secret Service, John McCarthy, 1720. Push it out there so the ones that can see. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. I should add it to my library and yeah, not gonna really take a look. Not gonna really take a look. I remember we are the neophyte, we are the student. And as busy as we is, I like interesting read. And the moment me say memoir Secret Service, that I got pique my interest, my lord. Yes, yes, yes. And you kind of expose your level when you do this. So gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude warrior. Judgment, gratitude, gratitude. Yeah, man. Watch me now. Don't be no stranger over here, so. Yeah, I like that kind of, yeah, expression there. It's subtly, you know, but me I see which part you there. I like that. I like that. Just even how you present your question is respectable. Yeah, man, my complete respect. My complete respect. Most people wouldn't address Christopher Columbus as Cristobal Colon of the Knights of Columbus. And years ago, you're going to find me express these terms in this very same platform. So as I them go along there, them are going to realize, yeah, I know nothing new. It's just that some of the ones that knew we are coming to this thing. And when them come across with them, I see it for the first time. So them probably catch up on one specific topic and probably I say, boy, them are evaluate with just one video or just two videos. And then we go look on, you know, some of the earlier video them to see the growth, to see the maturity, to see even the transitions. We have to evolve. We never can stay the same. Understand? So I man respect the eye. Yeah man. And I forgot make sure I copy this thing so I have that information and then with memoirs of the Secret Service. Yeah, I won't forget that. However, let me get back on track where, you know, where I never really don't want to pull out that video where them I got black, you know, so me have to chop out the first part. But now I let go this thing, you know. Yeah, we can't let go this thing where they are them for no say we have laws they have to secure and protect us as a people, for lack of a better word. But Babylon hide them kind of rules that were set in place and I do them own thing. This is why I hear some people where cross-dressing and have them same-sex union can secretly go in at the politics and then them themselves start write policy will benefit themselves have nothing to do with you, where it's not a part of their community and society. So we can't accept them things. Once it go outside our biblical law, then it's not valid. So it really go. All of whatever them are presume as law derive from the biblical construct. That's where it come from. And that is a truth. Now, we are look upon public law. Them say public law is a form of private law. I'm going through these things probably a few ago in a few videos. I don't know if it's about a year or so ago. But I don't mind, I go back over it. Again, public law is a form of private law that results when laws are made in proper application of the delegated authority conveyed to the legislator. Now, them say Title 18, the Federal Criminal Code, is an example of public law. You hear that? Criminal code, you know, code is an example of public law. It was drafted to grant meaning to give, unto non-citizens the protection and defenses citizens have under common law. You hear that? So the public law, which are these federal codes. This is why when we attack, and I say, boy, let me see, when we have said Title 18, USC, these are the federal codes. Section 242, Title 18 USC, Section 245, Title 18 US, Title 42, USC, Section 1983. These are what you call, the public laws, the federal codes, the criminal codes. You understand? And them things are there in place where you are things they are just for you, but them there to restrict these colonies. This is why it's a parliament shall make no law, and no organ of the state shall take no action to abrogate, abridge, or infringe the fundamental rights and freedom of the people. And that a written law. That's written law right there. You understand? Again, that's why I'm going to say it's all contract. Yeah, man. Title 18 does not apply to sovereign citizens who answer directly to violation of God's law. You hear that? That's why I would say I was separate apart on this thing. So when them tell us you can't be sovereign and all of that is dangerous, no, because it is a slap in a Babylon face where I presume that they are sovereign when they cannot be. How can you be when you're a corporate capacity, corporation, artificial entity where exists on paper? You can never be sovereign, and I'll challenge you anywhere, anytime. I just my common people weren't aware of this clarity. So for the West Indian specifically, here is your clarity. Yeah, man. Them said public law doesn't apply to you, sovereign American national. You answer directly to the violation of God's law. And what is that? God's law says you can't hurt no man. It's a common law, You can't destroy no man property. And you can't defraud no man and take away everything where him got to, your trickery and your word wizardry. That's the one, that 1, 2, 3, that's it. Anything and everything else a Babylon and make up for them legal standards, for them political slave. So you see, if I don't hurt a man, where that man can come and say, boy, him a present a verified complaint where him as the victim of whatever wrong me do. You know what I mean? If there is no such individual as that, then you can't bring me to your court. You know, can't bring me to your court and a policeman are going to make legal determination and say, boy, I'm going to break some offense or some violation when I have nothing to do with law, when I apply it to me. That's why I'm going to walk with the Constitution as amended. I'm going to walk with the Universal Declaration on Human Rights. I walk with them kind of instrument there. So this is why we present with information separate from you we colonize. You we think so what we are said is wrong and it's all kind of nonsense when you is in a closet. No one can find nothing about you nowhere. You're just another colonized, enslaved, nothing at all, which is a destruction. And this not go for you, Sol. I'm not talking about you, Sol. No, I'm not tear you up. You just interrupt me. This go for this AFBA dude or whatever that is. Yeah, man. And all other distractors, agents of distraction. When I now come and talk about freedom, and I look for improve or enhance what people are doing, I understand that because we don't have no interest. You understand? Yeah, we just don't have no interest. Judgment, let me say what you say. I will give thanks. Now we touch again and say public law is that portion of law which deals with the powers, rights, duties, capacities, and incapacities of government and its delegated authority. Remember, delegation when grant, you know what I mean? Now, them say those laws which are concerned with a government in its political capacity, considered in its quasi-private personality, that is, as capable of holding or exercising rights or acquiring and dealing with property in a character of an individual. You see, that's why I don't like when I come on this track with. Yeah, man, we know now the agents are the enemy when I don't do that. Here we touch upon private law, and here we are address public law, and the clarity we're there. We just have to keep repeating it and break it down in a different ways for my different group of people who comprehend and understand differently. But I'll repeat it again. Public law is that portion of law which deals with the powers, the rights, the duties, the capacities, and incapacities of government and the government's delegated authority. Those laws which are concerned with a government in its political capacity, considered in its quasi-private personality. And when we say quasi, we are saying a combining form seemingly, apparently, but not really. So, it's just an appearance, but it's not really, yeah, in reality. In other words, de facto capacity, quasi personality, i.e., our business capacity, is capable of holding or exercising rights or acquiring and dealing with property in the character of an individual. Now, the important word right here is that it devolved or it break down or it degraded to an individual. Yeah, man. So the public law, that means that the state, well, them have the rules when them talk about this, where them degrade themselves and enter business as an individual, so them can be sued and them can sue. This is why them come in with the equity, where everything and everybody equal. You understand? Like highlight these things. So again, the very public law, see, which are federal codes, right? The federal codes, we see out there. Really apply to the government in its political capacity, and it's considered in its quasi-private personality, capable of holding or exercising rights or acquiring and dealing with property in the character of an individual. So, again, public law is a form of private law that results when laws are made in proper application of the delegated authority conveyed to legislator, meaning somebody have to give it to these people. You understand? And what is delegation of authority or delegation of function? On Jamaica, they would have said delegation is a process whereby Section 127 of the Constitution of Jamaica gives the Governor General the authority to delegate certain human resource functions to permanent secretaries and heads of departments. Want to hear that? Human resource. So the Governor General give the Governor General the authority. The Constitution, one piece of paper, give one brethren, must say, my Governor General the authority to delegate certain human resource. Anybody have any employment where them have a human resource department and who understand where it really did for and what is it about? All right. Remember we are talking about colonization. Remember we are talking about sophisticated enslavement. Remember uno out there employed and I work hard, but Babylon a tax on the left to right. What is an income tax? All them things that I'm gonna touch upon. Just not get there yet. Yeah, man. So again, delegation is a process whereby the Constitution gives the Governor General authority to delegate, you know, the, the slave them. Yeah, certain people, certain slave functions to permanent secretaries and heads of departments. So all head of department have a human resource area. Yeah, every corporation then have such a department. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up with administrative law, and next time we can come back and talk about public policy. Administrative law is one term used to describe private law that come into existence when someone acquires dominion over others and can dictate to them what the law is. Oh wow, now that is interesting. When we say them administrate way, now them express it to it clearly. So administrative law is one term used to describe private law that comes into existence when someone acquires dominion. What that mean? Over others. Just like the colonizer, the invading colonizers come with them word wizardry and trickery. And I tell we say them colonize we. That's why me I tell my people say them can take that somewhere else. This is why them is terrified of a man like me when me I break them kind of thing down, cause me now make up these things. They are them go can look and see it for themselves. You understand? Again, administrative law, just like where you say the traffic court area, even the Supreme Court area, any one of these areas, it's all administrative law that I deal with. Why? Because them have a foreign crown, even a foreign Congress. Yeah, have to report to the foreign crown by way of them attorney. Because the Congress governed and run by the Bar Association. No different from Jamaica Bar Association. They are the gatekeepers here. these attorneys. Very same thing everywhere else. So now we say administrative law, which is administrative legal standards. We know law separate on this thing, man, if you agree. The terms we make law, the terms and the stipulation of agreement, that's what make law. So administrative law is one term used to describe private law that come into existence when the British colonizers acquires dominion over the West Indian and the West Indian territory and can dictate to the West Indians what law is. Much better. It goes on to say Title 26 of the same federal code. Yeah. Uniform, well, the very same code. UCC code, yeah. Not UCC. What I call it again? What I call it, pun? It'll come back to me. But this very same Title 26, which is the Federal Criminal Code, or the Title 26, the Internal Revenue Code. Man, forgive me, people. It's a long day. Title 26, the Internal Revenue Code, is an example of administrative law. Now, we look upon an example of the public law, we look upon the private law, and now we are look upon the Internal Revenue Code as an example of the administrative law. So now, when you go in a traffic court, so you see what them I deal with, they're not upon the federal code now, we're not upon the Internal Revenue Code. So Title 26 deals specifically with Internal Revenue Code, while Title 18 deals specifically with Federal Criminal Code. Yeah, man. So the Internal Revenue Code is an example of the administrative law. It and the other federal titles classified by Congress as non-public administrative law, thus apply only to subjects of the federal government. So the Internal Revenue Code is a non-public administrative law which only apply to subjects of the federal government, meaning subject citizens. So you see Internal Revenue Code, this is IRS, so you know, I'm gonna have to come back around here so come really break it down, because I don't know if I get it different from all of the others out there. So if I am not a federal government subject, then it can't apply to me. Now, I am of the view that them can't interface with the man or woman, so they're not supposed to put no tax on your income tax per se when it applies to the man or woman. What them can place it upon is the legal entity. Because that them have to interface with. Or that them are the business. And if your legal entity is tax exempt, then you're outside a tax bracket. And how you're going to make it tax exempt? You're going to express that to them. You're going to write them a letter and say, me outside of that, me not participate in that. Me not have no use for doing that. And then you ask them some specific question where them are going to say, we don't want to answer these questions, so you is outside our thing. So when you work, we not take nothing from you. And then my deal will tell us, so nobody tell nobody else. So them work. But you can't know that. Because you colonize. And when me I say this, because me I expose someone a secret, them will send the little cross-dressing bourgeois come try to distract we, when all we do is just dismiss them and embarrass them. That's it. Administrative law, it goes on to say in 1938, the United States abandoned public law and adopted an unconstitutional system called public policy. Should I repeat that? In 1938, the very same United States where you see there over there abandoned public law, which they did a move with at one point, and adopted an unconstitutional system called public policy. So you say the public policy is unconstitutional, meaning it is out, it is not law, cannot be law, can never be law. It's unconstitutional because the constitutional is the law. So for them, public policy cannot apply to we, period. Why? Because the constitutional law says so. And constitutional law is separate and distinct from public policy. And public policy is where the police them force you to comply with. So when them are enforce compliance, them are enforce compliance to this public policy, which is unconstitutional. This is why them want you go through the bullshit if you don't know. And when they catch up, you carry them downtown or some other, either say Article 3 court or district court or different location and say you go sue these police, but you don't really sue the police. Where you do sue the state will employ them, because them pass the responsibility onto the federal bonding company, which is up there in Massachusetts. Very same up in a Massachusetts, the business trust area. You understand? So this is where you see I go, and that's why a traffic police are audacious to do what they want. Because they know about them not have no responsibility, them not got health liability. Them a pass it on to the federal government bonding agency. And that is the Massachusetts Business Trust, where the birth certificate house. So when them pull you over, them not deal with you, them a deal with the birth certificate. But you don't know that. So them will get you for pay with some imaginary bullshit monopoly money, put you in a debt again, but them still a get paid on the back end by you a consent and I agree and I endorse whatever paperwork them I present in front of you. If a man want to avoid prison, don't sign nothing at all, don't get no attorney. And stay cognizant so them can't say you're insane. And then we'll have to release you. Because most men will go to prison, them go to by them own consent, meaning them agree for going to prison. But them usually get if you do all of them things that after them slaughter you, then them can say them have it in a writing so you agree. When you have to challenge them authority from the get-go, come and tell you, if you hurt a man, you can get a judgment for that. If you destroy people property, you can get a judgment for that. If you scam the man them, defraud the man them and take away everything, you can get a judgment for that. Outside of that, nothing else now apply. You can't tell me some run a red light and I not injure nobody and then I forget a ticket and pay, that not apply. You can't tell me some I drive too fast or too slow when I not injure or hurt nobody. And nobody, you understand that not apply. You can't tell me some I not have on a seatbelt because Saddamite, who is you if you talk to me? You understand? Who is you if you tell me some if I put on a seatbelt or not? Who is you if you even have no concern about my safety? I don't want you to concern about that. You don't have a mother, you don't have a father, you don't have children. Make that be your concern. This is the problem we have out there. Now, when you have other people who need these kind of, protection, then you deal with them accordingly. But when man set them free and can express it, you stand down, man, because you don't have no authority. None, and you can never gain no authority. None. always are telling us that them kind of information here is way above the common public servant pay grade, way above it, way above these policy enforcers pay grade, and it hurt them feelings. Cause them dance like rat butt. Not said we not dance, it's just that we choose to apply ourselves. And that's the difference. Yeah, man. So again in 1938, the Babylonian abandoned public law and adopted an unconstitutional system called public policy. An understanding of the distinction is so vital that the definitions of these terms follow. And I'm going to leave that for another time. Yeah, when we pass back through again, we're going to have a touch on them topic here and them issue. Because our people, I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. That's why I say, yeah, many are going to be called, but a very few are going to be chosen. And the ones I forgot choose them part. And our advocacy of freedom, freedom million, freedom means so all of our information what we share are going to be conducive for that. You understand? We have too much people can share history about here, and all kind of people can share. When me I share history, it's conducive to being free. And I just like the rest, just depend this business aspect of money, money, money. And me no want to know everything. All I want to know is that I'm free and where it takes to navigate myself being free. That's more than enough for me. Everything else is a bonus. But why would I want to know all these things and I know say I'm enslaved? If I don't know I'm enslaved, then I'm not going to think about freedom. And this is the situation we have now. The people have totally not comprehend that they are truly enslaved. This is why they not advocate for freedom. They advocate for everything else. All kind of political nonsense. But not for the non-political freedom. They don't want that because they don't know nothing about that. So we have to present it. Anyway, give thanks, people. The brave may fall but never yield, and we say bold and brave, firm and strong. Joel Jaguar, salute out there. Yeah, I hope I never ever see say challenging this. So I want me that say, yeah, me that say in 1630, some nonsense. These people, them always come from some location where you never heard of them 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You know, you can't go research nothing what them are talk about. And not like judgment. Judgment at least I say, yo, you can check out the book, yeah. You understand? And we can appreciate them thing, yeah. But Saul does come on attack, and we know a distraction. But Saul, our brethren, when our beat Saul. You have others were worse than Saul out there. Saul just are doing research, or I do their research, and I present it. You just out of timing. So nobody run or hide. We totally respect a thing. But if you now come on and present things where we can go look at and research and can get back to you and we can discuss it, then yeah, waste with time, man. If you can come here, come talk about freedom, nobody come over here, so come chat. That's my issue with it. I come here when I know some little sodomite slave, colonized slave, coward, sissies, pussies out there, and want to come over here so come get attention. Don't do it, man. Just come make we build irrespective of what it is. And make we try learn irrespective of what it is. So if he's a pussy or a sissy or a sodomite or anything where it is, just come with that energy to learn or to share what you have and we can build. Now come with the distraction and now come with your aggression. And remember, you are forward in our area. We don't know what from nowhere. And we don't show no comment. We never call no forward. It's a information. So let's come share information, make we build, man. We not fear all the enemy. What make we can't be friends? Yeah, man. We not a problem, man. We can be friends with all our know them, man. All our know. We not pussy, sodomite, sissy, gay. We can be friends. We don't have no problem. The virtual world out there. So make we build our energy and Fireborn, the Babylonian system where oppress all away. And not just me. It's all away. And if you're not do that, stand down. Stand down. Anyway, I want to give them Frank Sinatra again, but I feel like I like a little information I will push. I feel chop it up. So at best we can chop out the first 10 minutes of the song. And no, so yeah, the rest of it are just information. Yeah, man. And again, we just have to say clarity, public, private, and Admiralty law. We're going to probably recap on this next time, but we're going to touch on the public policy where them are used and are enslaved with at present. So don't think that one not enslaved, sophisticated, tiddly. The slavery is extant. Yeah, one just can't detect it. One just not comprehend it. One just, is unable to see it. That's all it is, people. Anyway, complete gratitude out there. May the Most High guide and protect the item in all the item endeavors perpetually. Again, bless our work in their nation. Stay bold and brave. Stay firm and strong. Give thanks out there. Salute.